Hello student. Dear student, in last video we discussed some points of structure of atom, and today our topic is black body. So black body, an ideal body which emits and absorb all frequency. It's called a black body, and the radiation emitted by such a body is called black body radiation. Means just according to the colors, black colors is absorbs the lights. So it is a ideal body. They are absorbed or emitted, both types of things. Next thing, photoelectric effect. So the phenomena of ejection of electrons from the surface of metal when light of suitable frequency strike it is called photoelectric effect, and the eject electrons are called photoelectrons. An experimental result observed for experimental of photoelectric effect: when beam of light falls on a metal surface, electrons are eject immediately, and numbers of electrons eject is proportional to instantaneous or brightness of light. Number third, thresholds frequency. For each metal, there is a characteristic frequency below which photoelectric effect is not observed. This is called threshold frequency. If frequency of light is less than the threshold frequency, there is no ejection of electrons, no matter how long it falls on surface or how high is its intensity. And photoelectric effect work function, the minimum energy required to ejection is called photoelectric work function. W equal H nu O. So H equal V minus V0 equal 1 by 2 mv square. So dual behavior of electromagnetic radiation, the light possesses both particles and wave-like properties. Light has dual behavior whenever radiation interact with matter. It's displayed particles-like properties, black body radiation, and photoelectric effect, wave-like properties, and exhibit when it propagates interference and diffraction. So when a white light is passed through a prism, it is split into a series of color band known as a spectrum. So spectrum is of two types, continuous and line spectrum, and the spectrum which consists of all the wavelength is called continuous spectrum, and a spectrum in which only specific wavelengths are present is known as a line, and a spectrum it has bright lines with dark space between them. Number 2, electromagnetic spectrum is a continuous spectrum. It consists of a range of electromagnetic radiation arranged in the order of increasing wavelength. Order increasing frequency, it extends from radio waves to gamma ray. And also, number third point, spectrum is also classified as a emission and line spectrum. So number one, emission spectrum, the spectrum of radiation emitted by a substance then has absorbed energy, it's called an emission spectrum. And absorption spectrum, it is the spectrum obtained when radiation is passed through a sample of material. The sample absorb radiation of certain wavelength, the wavelength are absorbed are missing and comes dark line. And the study of emission or absorption spectra is referred as spectrography. So spectral lines of atomic hydrogen like that, Lymer, Balmer, Paschen, Brackett, and Fund. So here there are two types of value, n1 and n2. So the first Lyman is 1, Balmer 2, n1 value, Paschen 3, Brackett 4, and Fund 5. and the n2 value to this all types of series Lyman Balmer like that 234, next is 345, next is